So hope you are able to see, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Today we are going to discuss about the see, we created the item manually. So what will happen? The UI level, UI in the sense user interface. So whatever the screens you saw, right, in the earlier sessions.
Excuse
So
me, Narendra,
yeah, yeah.
your voice is very low.
Is it? Is it for everyone?
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
The
Your
same.
voice is bit low, sir.
Okay, just give me a minute. Is it okay? I'm using my headphones as well. Not sure. Just give me a minute. This is the culprit. Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks for highlighting. Just give me a minute. Fine. So today we are going to discuss about the FBDI process, what we used to call file-based data import. So what we are going to do, if we have the bulk data, I mean, we created the earlier session like one item. If you have one item or at least for 10 items, what we used to do, we can go and we can manually create that item. So what will happen, that item creation, you have to follow the step by step. You have to go to the navigation and you have to give the item name, item description, what template you are selecting. So this process you need to follow for the manual way. So it won't possible if you have the hundreds of data. I mean, you have the 100 records. Just imagine if you are start doing it manually, how much time it will take. So at the time of doing manually, what you can do some mistakes as well. Data entry work, right? You are entering manually. So you may do the mistakes of adding that information. So if you have thousands of information, then it will take a days to create all those items. So to overcome that, Oracle, they brought this feature called file-based data import process. That is what we called FBDI. Frequently, you can hear this word if you are there in an implementation project, even you are there in the support project as well. This is one of the important concept, FBDI approach. Who is there in? Just give me a minute. Somebody they joined. You're still able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can able to.
Am I added the person? Oops. Let me know if anybody joining. I need to give the admin access to somebody else so that you guys can be. I don't find it to give, but let me see that next time. Let me know if anybody joined, then maybe I can add them here. Fine. We'll see that. So as I said, right? So like manually adding the data, it won't possible because it may take days. So example, the master data entry work, what we used to call. So if you take the PIM module, you need to have the items that we are taking under product information management system. If you go to the inventory, so when you are starting your business, where you need the on-hand balances, like I'm starting the business, I need to have all my items data into the system. That means, as I said, the Tata Motors, right? So I need to see Tata EVs, like how many quantity I have it. So loading that quantities or on-hand quantities in the system, we are going to follow the inventory transactions data, loading of inventory transactions. So how we are loading the approach, what we are following for the item master loading, the approach remains same, but the data it will change, but the approach what we are going to follow, that FBDI process approach, it remains same for inventory transactions as well. So if you go to the purchasing, there you are going to load suppliers, you are going to load the purchase order data, requisitions, if you are going to load agreements, if you go to this order management, there you are going to load the customers, sales order data. So any module if you can go, so you are going to load the some master data management, you are going to manage the master data management. So you usually what you used to do, you used to load the data, the bulk data. So for that, where we are using this FBDI approach. So Oracle system, how we are going to maintain the data, the bulk data, we usually follow the Excel. So in Excel, what you used to do, you are going to maintain the thousands of records, but Oracle, they will not understand the Excel formats. So what it will understand, it will understand the CSV file, what we used to call CSV, comma separated values. What it means by comma separated values, it's going to be like this. You can see comma 3, comma 7. So whenever the file you are going to be downloaded from Oracle site, that file it will generated, you can see that file in the Excel format. Whenever it will generate in the Excel format, so to fill the data, if this is the format, it's very difficult for you to add the information. So you may forget the comma. So what you are going to do, you are going to add in the Excel format, whatever the given format. So they will give you, if it is item name, in that column, you are going to add the item number. So if it is in a something UOM, you are going to give the UOM details. If it is an organization, organization details you are going to give. So after adding all the information, then you are going to convert it into CSV file. So that file you are going to load into the Oracle system. This is the file which is understood by the Oracle. So if you try to load Excel, it won't give you any results. Make a note of it. The file we are going to be downloaded from Oracle site that is generated in an Excel, that you are going to be converted into a CSV format. That CSV format we loaded into the Oracle. That data it's going to be loaded into that base table, then it will create your items. So now, as I said, you enter the data, you converted. Who is responsible to take care of the loading? Who is going to be, like you saw that in the UI level, there is a page called manage items or create items. From there you created it. In Oracle, who will take care of it? So as I said, right, in UI level, I mean, in the page level, you are not creating. Then how we are going to manage that? For that, we are using there is a scheduler we used to call ESS Jobs, Enterprise Scheduler Services, what we used to call ESS Jobs. Enterprise Scheduler Services is the one which is going to be taking care. So what it will do, it will run in the background. I'm doing for example, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy, for example, how you are going to do. If you are copying a files from one system to a pen drive, if you are copying a files from the, hard disk. So what will happen? You can see that the files are copying from laptop or your desktop to that particular pen drive. It will show you how much time it's going to take. So after completing that, what you can see, in the pen drive, if you can go and you can open that files, you can able to see that all the files got copied. So that system, like the copying the information or it's loading the information in the background, it's going to be run. Okay. So that process it will take care by the ESS, Enterprise Schedule Services, the one which is going to be taking care. So this is how it's going to be. User is going to be submit the job. I mean, he will load the file. Here, that Oracle Fusion Cloud ESS will take care of the validation, that execution of it in the background. Okay. This is what it's going to be taking care. Most of the people, they are not aware of it. What is mean by ESS? They used to say that, yeah, ESS jobs we are running. But this is the engine, ESS engine, which is taking care of processing all these jobs in the background. Then after completing, like you are going to have some statuses of each job. Is it succeeded or it's in the warning status? Has it gone in the error status? That you can see that. Okay. Now today we are discussing about the item master loading. So let me show you how we are getting that file, how we are going to utilize that file, all these things which we can discuss today. Okay. So first you have to go to Oracle website. So this is how docs.oracle.com. Okay, docs.oracle.com. If you have directly this link I can provide you, you can go ahead and you can load it. Here you can see, right, file-based data import for SCM. All SCM related, FBDI files you can able to figure it out. That is XLS file we used to call. From here you can able to find out. As I said, right, this FBDI approach we are following for all other modules, especially for the supply chain side, inventory management, order management, and as well as the procurement as well, and supply chain planning. So this is the product life cycle management, here where we are going to have the items. If you can click on here, if you want to load the catalogs, if you want to load the item structures, this is the item which I got selected. Here you can see that import items. Okay, this is the file what you are going to download. Within this file, all these control files, it's going to be there. If you are loading the items only, then this is the item import file. We are going and we are adding the data. If you are loading revisions, categories, associations, relationships, if once you download the file, you're able to see all this as in a separate sheet in the Excel file. Okay, let me download this. I can show you. Whenever you are downloading the first time, just you need to follow two steps, so that you need to do it to utilize this file. First download, just click on it and it will start loading. You can see this, it got downloaded. Import item template. I just save, it got saved. I'm going to that particular folder. I'm going little faster, but you can just go ahead and you can see the video, recorded video, while you are trying to do the FBDI process. When I'm trying to open this particular file, what will happen? You can see these kind of messages. See, enable editing. It's in the protected view. So it's not like, I mean to say that if somebody they can block you, what you are going to do? You cannot send any messages, right, in the WhatsApp or anywhere if they can block it. So similar way, it got in the protected view. It's in the blocked status now. You cannot update, or you are not able to do any changes in this file. So first, what you need to do? First, I'm closing the file. Whenever you download the file, so what you are going to do, that downloaded one, you are going to first click on, right click on the file. Here I'm right clicking on that particular file. Just go to show more and you are going to have the properties. If you can click on this, here you are going to have the unblock. First you need to do this. If you are not going to unblock it, then you are not going to utilize that particular file. First you need to unblock the file. Just click on apply and click on OK. Okay, now this file is under unblocked status. You can start utilizing this file. I already kept it ready, this file with the data. Let me show you that. The same file which I already loaded, item import. This is the file which I already downloaded. The same file, it got open now. You can see, as I said, right, each sheet here, it represent what data you are loading. The system items, first I am loading the items. If I have any revisions specific to that particular items, that revision I'm going to load it. If I have any categories, yesterday we discussed about the item categories. This items falls under which category? That information also we are going to enter. So I'm selecting service catalog item, and this is the category which I'm using it. Okay. So now here I'm going to use the item relationship, item association, in which organization I'm going to be associated. I'm associating 000. As I said, it's an item master organization. Like that, you have different sheets. So based on your client requirement, your project requirement, you are going to utilize these sheets. So now I'm not going to take you through all, but I will explain you what are the mandatory information we need to fill. Okay, these all the tabs. But make sure you are not going to alter this file. Alter in the sense, you should not delete any column, you should not enter any column. You can enter the data only. You should not create any sheets. If you do that, then this file it won't work. Okay, remember that you should not do alteration of this file. So first I'm moving into the instructions. They are going to be instructed, as I said, right? This Excel file, you are going to enter the data. As I told you earlier, this is the data you are going to be entered in the Excel spreadsheet. After entering, you are going to convert it into CSV. This is the where you are going to converting, you are going to generate CSV. So what will happen? Whatever the data I'm entering all here, it's going to be generate a CSV file. How it will generate the CSV file? Each sheet, each and every sheet here, it will generate one single file. That is kind of a comma separated values file it will generate for each and every sheet. So I will show you how to generate that as well. Let me show you first what are the mandatory information I'm giving. So first, in the sheet 1, I have the transaction types. So here you are going to see three different types: create, update, and sync. Now I'm creating the item. I'm not updating, I'm not syncing any information. I'm creating the item. So first action, I selected the create. This batch ID, it's you are going to be identify how many number of records you are loading. So with that batch ID, you can able to find out. And item number, I'm going to give my name, or else maybe you can give VL Academy 1, the item code, and organization, which organization I'm loading. First, I'm loading into the master organization. Here I'm going to give SCM course is my product, first product. Fine. So these are the basic information what you need to provide. If you can scroll right, you're going to have it is created under which catalog. I mean root item class I'm loading, and primary unit of measure what I'm using each. So we all discuss about these things. What phases I'm creating it? I'm creating under design phase. What is the inventory item status code? I'm keeping it as an active status. Okay. So like this, you have the some mandatory info that you need to fill. So it's not required to enter each and every column details. If it is required for your project, if they are expecting you to run EAM type or any other details, then it's good to go ahead and you can utilize. Okay. So I won't say that this is the file how you are going to load it. No, based on your project, based on the client requirement, it may change. Maybe you are going to add less information, either you are going to add the more information, whatever the columns it's going to be available here. So, but whatever you can see in the UI level, I mean in the create item page level, all the attributes it's going to be there in this page as well. Clear till here? Any doubts? Team, any doubts? Are we good?
Yeah, we are good.
Okay. So this is the first page where I'm entering the items. Then revisions, I'm not entering anything, but categories, which category I'm loading, that category details I'm loading it. So create under item number, and I'm adding here service catalog, and that category information I'm adding. In all other sheets, I'm not entering any data. So this is about association. I mean, three sheets: system items, item categories, and association. First association I need to do it too, because I need to create the under item master organization, right? So that's what I gave here the entry in the item association page. So I don't have
Yeah,
any
and
other.
one more question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, here before you have entered the item name as VL Academy. Now here Narendra is there.
This is like you can add based on your item codes, right? So I'm entering
Mhm.
item 1, item 2, item 3. Like I have iPhone 14, iPhone 15, iPhone 16, iPhone 17. Like that, you are going to add your item codes here. I'm just
Okay.
updated, that's it. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
clear, right?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so this is how we are going to be add your information. So once you add, first you need to do, you have to save the file. You have to save your file. So once it got saved, you came back to the first main screen. Then you are going to click on generate CSV. Remember that we are not even touch our Oracle. Okay, we are working on the your item import template, and you are converting into CSV. I told you why we are not loading the Excel, why we are loading CSV. And after loading, who is going to be taking care also, I told you. Just remember these steps. I hope it's clear. If you have any doubts, you can just ask me. I can tell you, I can explain you one more time. Fine, now I'm converting it. I'm generating as a CSV. So what it will happen whenever I click on generate CSV. So here, this file, it's not even getting, I know, even it interacting with your Oracle. It's still there in your local machine. Okay, remember that. Still this file, it's there in your local machine only. So I'm generating CSV. It will ask you the file path where I need to store this data, where I need to save the file. So I'm selecting, I'm just going to desktop and item import. I'm importing here. I'm just giving a one. So this is the zip file. Why it's getting zip file, I will tell you. It's creating under zip. Don't change anything. I just click on. You can give your name. It won't impact anything, but don't give any spaces. any special characters kind of thing, it will save. You can see it will take some time and it will give you that confirmation it got created. As I said, right, for each sheet it's creating a separate file. That file we call it as a CSV file, comma separated files. Sorry. I hope how many people you guys are hearing this first time, FBDI? Oh, everybody, you are already aware of the FBDI then. See,
And
we got the confirmation. CSV and GIF files have been created. Okay, I click on OK. I will go and I will check how it got created and what are the files it got generated, how the information it got stored in that files. Okay, I'm going here. First, item import. This is the file I gave. I'm just opening this zip file. You can see for each and every tab it got created. One CSV. What it got created? It created the CSV files. So this is the system item interface where I entered the data. I'm just clicking on open this. You can see this. Usually here I opened earlier in the Excel related format. That's why it's showing Microsoft Excel comma separated values. Usually it will create it will open under Notepad. You can able to see with comma. So let me show you that. Just give me a minute. I copy this file. I paste it here. Now I'm opening with Notepad. Edit in Notepad. Okay. You can see this information how it's storing. Create, comma, 1637, comma, VL Academy. Here I missed, I didn't provide this information. If you can see here, what I did in the file, in our template, what I didn't provide that information. That is passing the null value there. You can see here, create 1637. After that, batch number is blank. Because of that reason, here it is passing the null value. It's not giving any. After that, I selected VL Academy. This is how Oracle system will understand. It won't understand your Excel format. Okay, if you load this Excel, it won't work out. So this is how, because it's easy to read for Oracle and they will get that information what you are loading. Because in this position of the first column, Oracle knows that Oracle first position, what is the value you are loading. So Oracle automatically, because it's a Oracle design templates, so they will understand whatever you're loading, that is the transaction type in the column 1. And column 2, whatever you are loading, Oracle it will treat as batch ID. Hope it's clear, the template and CSV, why we are generating into CSV. Team, is that clear?
yes.
Okay, fine. Let's see now how we are going to use that file into the Oracle. Okay. Now the step it's going to come. What are the steps we are going to follow? We are going to follow, these are the steps we are going to follow into end-to-end flow. So first what we did download the FBDA template. It got completed. Then you fill the information in the Excel. That also got completed. You are generating as CSV. That step also got completed. Now what you are going to do? You are loading that file into load interface file import. Okay. Load interface file import. As I said earlier, any bulk data, if you want to load it, you have to depend on ESS. What I called enterprise scheduler service. That process, it's going to help you out in the background to load the bulk data. Or if you are extracting some information, you are running a report, the data is already there in the Oracle, you want to generate a report. So for that also ESS will help you out. So if you run that report, it will generate the report and it will give you, after that you can download that report. So it will help you out the loading the information and it will help you out to extract the information. So we are going to the navigation, go to tools, and you are going to use the schedule processes. What I'm going to click on, schedule processes. sorry, here I'm going to click on schedule new process. I'm schedule new process. This process remains same. Whatever the process I'm following, it will remain same for all the FBDIs. Remember that items, transaction, PO data, supplier data, customer data, anything, the process remains same. You have to download the template. You have to fill the information. Then you have to convert it into CSV. Then you have to come to here and load on. This is the program what you are going to use. Load interface. Just click on load interface. This is the job name, what we called job name, ESS job name, load interface file for import. Remember this, load interface file for import. You can click on OK. Now you need to inform the system what data you are loading it. It's not that you are directly loading the file. You have to inform the system what data you are loading it. This is going to be identified in the import process. This import process, it's going to tell you what is the data you are loading. Sorry. So here I'm searching for each file or each data you are loading. There is a dedicated import process it's going to have. Item import. You are going to use this. Not only I'm explaining you here in the demo instance. If you go into the any client instance, any projects you are going to have, this process it won't change. Okay, this is Oracle design process. You are going to follow the same. Item import I'm selecting. Here I'm going to upload my data file. This is the place where you are loading your file. Now you are interacting. Now you are loading the file. So I'm going to upload a new file, choose the file and give the navigation where you are loaded that file. So this is the one which got selected. So I'm clicking on open. So now your file got tagged. Click on OK. Now you are submitting it. So what will happen if I will load the wrong data? If I'm loading like the data which is not available. For example, I'm giving the item, but I forgot to give some description, that organization assignment. If I'm missing, what will happen? So for that, what Oracle will do, it won't directly loading into your base tables. So Oracle always, they have interface tables and base tables. So what will happen? Directly you're going and you are uploading the data into base tables. If you throw any errors, what will happen? It will impact your system. So Oracle, they won't do that. Any data, bulk data you are loading, first it will take into the interface tables. So whatever the validations we want to do it, the validations first it will happen here, the interface table. Then once it got completed, then it will import to base tables. That process is the next that process I will tell you. The first whatever we are doing it through load interface, that is the job name as well. Load interface file import. Load interface file. This is interface file. Whatever the file you are loading, that is going into the interface tables. Okay, so I'm clicking on submit. So it will give you one process ID. So this is the process ID. So I'm not the only one person I'm working in this instance, right? There are multiple people that are working on this instance. So what will happen if you don't note down? So here you can see the process IDs, right? If anybody they can submit it, right? So it will keep coming the latest one. See, you can see now that it's gone. So we don't know that which ID we processed. Maybe some other person they are loading suppliers. Maybe some other person they are loading the purchase order data. So you won't find it. So you can copy that process ID. You can click on search here. Then you can place your process ID here. Then you can submit or you can search. Then you can able to see what is the status it is. It is got succeeded. Your data got successfully loaded into the interface. What happened here? Your data got successfully loaded into the interface. Now what we need to do after completing that, we are going to load into the base tables. That is the step. First, load via load interface file. This step also got completed. Now run item import. What I'm going to do? Run item import. This is the fifth step I'm into. Now you are going to, I'm just removing this and I'm searching all the files it will show you. So you can see that all the load interfaces, it's submitted all the files, not only all the files, whatever the data you gave, everything it got submitted and it got succeeded. Now the final step is about importing the item into the base tables. What I'm going to do? I'm going to import the data into the base tables. Whatever the process you selected earlier, now the same process I'm selecting here, directly import items or item import, my bad, sorry, just give me a minute. Item import. Earlier I load the data into interface. Now interface got succeeded. Remember, if the interface is not succeeded, you cannot get that data into the base tables. You're not able to load it into the base table. I selected item import. So here now you're not the only one is loading. For example, in an organization, there are 10 people they are loading the data. So whenever you go and you load, so how you will identify which file you got loaded? So for that identification, where we gave the batch ID. What? The batch ID I gave. If you remember, I gave the batch ID when I loaded my data. 1673 I loaded, right? So this is the batch ID which I gave. For this batch ID only I'm running. So here it's asking, do you want to process for all organization? So if you wish to process for all organization, you can select yes. And which organization? I'm selecting only here 000. That is a master organization I'm selecting. Now process only, create, sync or update. What I'm doing it, I'm creating only. So now this information deleted processed rows. It means delete processed rows. So once my record got loaded successfully, for example, now VL Academy 1 got loaded successfully, the system it won't take again the same item because it will be a duplicated, so system it won't allow. So what will happen whenever the data got loaded into base table, so automatically it got deleted from my interface table. The data it won't be available in my interface file because that file already succeeded. Whatever error out, any error out files, like out of 100 I'm loading 100 records, maybe 50 got succeeded, 50 got error out. So that remaining 50 it will be there in the interface and it will show you what is the error message as well. So I'm loading now, I'm submitting it. As I said, each and every ESS job there will be a process ID. Okay, so this is how you are going to identify your ESS jobs. You can search with name as well. Let's pause, it's running, because it's going to trigger another other jobs as well. When I'm searching, you can see, right, item import, what it's importing import pre-processing. These are the two jobs it's going to be generated by this one, item import. Let's see it will succeeded or it's going to be error out. We'll see that. It's gone past, first two files got processed. This is kind of a refresh button, right? Whenever our system is slow or something, just we used to click on refresh, right? That's what I'm doing it. So I'm just refreshing, then it's going to give that. It's not required. I'm just, I want to get that info immediately. So that's why I'm clicking on this refresh button. So if anyone you joined or you are working, please make sure you should not tell that I'm not aware of the FBDI. Okay, from today onwards, you have to say that yes, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it, how we are going to download, how we are going to fill, how we are going to utilize that FBDI, how we are going to load the data. Okay, then after that, how we are going to do the validation as well. So because I loaded data, I can't say that, right? It got loaded. If succeeded, it's not that like, yeah, it's got succeeded, maybe we can get the data. It's not like that. Sometimes you have to go and validate that master data. Is that item got created or not? Okay, the first final part, it's going to be validation. So now process ID error out. So it got error. So you can get that error message. You can see the log file. And just downloading that log file. You can go and you can view. If you missed out any information, it will tell you, yeah, this is the information you got missed out. So there is some excess information, this kept it. So this specified item does not exist. I gave maybe some Narendra. So VL Academy, here it says that the value of the attribute item class is not valid. I gave whatever the item class, right? That is not valid. So clearly it will tell you what I loaded earlier, VL
Yes,
Academy 1.
yes, that's what I exactly told before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
if I won't show you that error message, then you won't get it, right? If it is succeeded, then nothing like you are going to learn, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So this what it says that there is no catalog called audio and device. This is what it says. So whatever the category is available, you have to figure it out. What is the category we have it? The same category you need to go and you can provide it. Now you are identify, right? What is my Narendra, when this specified item does not exist, item number, okay, it's not there. And I loaded VL Academy first, item class ID, so it's not available. That information we have to correct it. After that, if you can load it, then it will be succeeded. This is how you are going to be. I just take an example. I gave the random info, so that's how I loaded. Because we have to test it. What are the conditions we kept it for each instance? Then you are going to load it. Then it will be succeeded. The process I want to explain you today. Okay. So is that clear, everyone, how we are going to process it?
Yeah. If it is
Yes.
errored out, so
Yeah.
then we have to import it to interface tables again, and we
Yes,
have
you
to
have to
push it
do it.
to.
You have to do that. Yes, you have to interface again to interface table, then you are going to be imported. Okay, that there will be a corrections you can do it, but instead of that you can load that data and you can go ahead and you can load again. You will come to know that with a new batch ID, then it will identify to you the what exactly the error. Because what will happen if you are loading on the same record, then you won't get it right. Now the error message I am going to find out, I don't have error in the my interface because I gave my item number VL Academy 1, so it's not gave any error message about item number. Now I don't get in the categories level what it says, your error message about the category name. This information I need to update. If I update this information, again I can load it. Then maybe it may get go and it will be succeeded, or maybe it can give you another error message. So it's kind of a very simple English. Like you can able to now after reading you will come to know, right, what exactly the error message. Service catalog. So it's clearly said that the attribute item class is not valid. So this is here, it's clearly stating that this information is not available. It's not item assigned here. So this is how we are going to figure it out, what errors and how we are going to be resolve it. There are n number of errors you will get it. If I can give you, for example, as I said, I won't give here that organization code. Then it will tell you the organization what you are entered, it's not valid. Hope it's clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I can give you that working one. Maybe I will check again and I can load it because the process remains same. If you understand the process, I'm good. So again, I can go ahead and I can load the file and maybe finally I can succeed it. Maybe one iteration, two iterations, three iterations. I'm not sure because as I said, right, this instance I just took it for the testing purpose and I want to show you the process. I will give you
Got
this.
it.
You
So,
just practice it. If you are facing, you are not able to get what I'm trying to tell you, like you have to explore this. Go ahead and take one category and give the exact information. Try to load it. If you're not succeeding, maybe tomorrow I can help you out how to load this. Okay? I'm sure like everybody you got to know. Let me summarize. First, you are downloading the FBD file and you are going to fill that information, what is mandatory. Then you are going to generate that CSV. Then after that, you are going to first interface. If it interface it succeeded, then you are going to load in the item import. Once it got succeeded, then you are going to validate in the item master organization. And this is everybody you are clear about it, why we are converting into CSV. Okay, why we are not using directly Excel, and how the ESS job it's going to be taken care, and what is the purpose of ESS. And this is the final process flow of it, the FBDI process. Everyone, I hope you got to know what is the process of FBDI, from where you are going to download, how you are going to fill the information, what is the purpose of it, why we are converting into CSV, and how that ESS job it's taking care of the loading the data. That's all I kept it for today. So I don't want to extend the session. Let me stop the recording.